319.
Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Snap comes at 1. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alpha. Check back. Hey, 88. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, Echo. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
And again, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a play fake. Carr. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Now, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 23. Now Carr. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
All day, every day.
Shotgun now for Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
No.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. It's caught outright by Graham. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are back within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Check nine. Easy. Kill.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 11 yards there. First down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Play action. Now it's Carr.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike's 4-2.
On first and 10, here's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Carr on target to AB, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, Jacobs. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, 185. Tight end right. Hey. You got three.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now this time Carl throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on on the catch and run. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Montrevious Adams, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Running the toss here to Jacobs. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a 1st down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players of kicks that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, Charlie!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Rodgers to his tight end, Graham, on a big one. 48 yards.
1st down, Green Bay.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Now Crosby for the point after. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Carr now on first down. Towards the end zone for... And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, 32 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20, 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in. On that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Carr to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the Raiders have got him. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Let's go, D. 29.
From just shy of midfield, Carr throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Let's get off the field, D.
They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, 28 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Mike. 319. Mike. Go. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing is Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Now, 180. Exit. 637.
On play action, now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
42. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Back to throw. Carr. And he fires one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 26 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Idea to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
88.
Coming after you.
Hey, high 7. Look again.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Carr going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr, he's going to take a shot from, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. Pass protection has been a problem.